morning. Um, Today I'm going to talk about freedom. For freedom. On my arm I've got Gia Elefthria in Greek. It means for freedom. It's the beginning of Galatians 5, which is, it is for freedom that Christ has set you free. Stand firm then, and do not commit again to a yoke of slavery. And what Paul's talking about in that time was the idea of setting them free from a fear-based behavioral modification, an empty, dead religion, which is trying to behave in order to receive from God. And he's saying, no, you've been set free from that into a love-based relationship with God. And oh my gosh, because that's how I came in. I came in trying to earn the favor and love of God and others. But the reality of it is, it's about this beautiful relationship with God and allowing Him to change you in the process. Not trying to obey so that you get love and acceptance. You understand the love of God so your heart desires to obey. Because if the heart doesn't change, then we're always going to struggle. We're always going to go to other things for that love and acceptance. We're going to run down these different paths searching for love and acceptance. But in Him, we will experience fullness. In Him, we'll experience the love that we've been searching for. Then our lives will be filled and overflow with that love, so we're able to love other people unconditionally rather than conditionally. It also sets you free from the idea of having to be your own God. Before I came to this point, I lived my life as I was my own God, and that's how a lot of us live, right? I am my own. I am my own God. So I've got to make sense of everything. When you get to that point of submitting your life to God, you're set free in a lot of areas, because now all of a sudden you don't have to make sense of every single thing out there. Suffering, loss, death, all that stuff. The beauty is He continues to transform your life to be more like Him. God is love and desires His children to be in that relationship, that shalom with Him, that perfect peace. And we can come back as if we never ate from the tree, that place in the garden where everything was fractured. See, we come in searching for love and acceptance because we need that in our life. But we can be filled with His Holy Spirit, be filled with His love, be back into that right relationship with God that truly does set us free from experiencing, all the garbage that's out there. But we have that free will choice of either continuing to live apart from Him, I am my own, or come to a place of saying, you know what, God, I'm yours. I'm free from that dead, empty religion, which is a rules-based, I need to behave in a certain way in order to receive. No, when the heart is right, the fruit that comes out of that life, your behavior is going to be better. And we so often focus on the behavior first. We become free, truly free. I was never free before. I was in bondage to being my own God, and then I was in bondage to that dead, empty religion of trying to earn God's favor, earn people's love and respect, rather than being set free to be able to love people unconditionally because I'm filled with the love of God. That is the end result of freedom. Is a beautiful thing. And He's the one who sets you free. You can't free yourself. You're in bondage to self. And then laying down of that self-life is where we experience the fruit of the Spirit. So then we become love, we become peace, we become joy, we become kind. It comes from Him. We were made in His image. And that image was fractured, but we can come back and that could be restored and reconciled. We can be restored back to that place, that beautiful place with God. May you experience that restoration. May you experience freedom. Freedom from the bondage of self, freedom from the bondage of dead religion, and experiencing life as He intended you to live, that we can become His masterpiece. We can love unconditionally. But we have to lay down that self-life in order to experience it. And that's where our struggle comes. And have grace with yourself, because it's a process of sanctification. As we come to Him and we submit our lives, then all of a sudden from then on we're being transformed, we're being changed. It says that He is the author and perfecter of our faith. He begins the good work and He's going to finish it in the end. So it's having grace with yourself in the process. But as you go along, you become more and more like Him, and those sins that so easily entangled you won't entangle you in the same way, because all of a sudden you have a new identity. You're a new creation. You're loved and accepted by God, and that's the thing that truly sets you free, to be able to love as you've never loved. We get to become love. Beautiful. God bless y'all.